Bubba and Junior were standing at the base of a flagpole looking up. A woman walked by and asked, "What are they doing?" We're supposed to find out the height of the flagpole," said Bubba. "But we don't have a ladder." The woman took a wrench from her purse, loosened a few bolts, and laid the pole down. Then she took a tape measure from her pocket, took a measurement and announced 18 feet 6 inches and walked away. Junior shook his head and laughed. "Ain't that just like a dumb blonde? We ask the height and she gives us the length." I don't get it. Do you know the true reason for all these blonde jokes? Brunettes and redheads think they look smart making them all up.
A guy decides to bring his new blonde girlfriend to a football game. After the game is over, he asks her if she likes the game. She replies, "Oh, it was great. I love watching those men in tight clothes. But there is just one thing I don't understand." "What did you not understand?" And the blonde says, "Well, at the beginning of the game, both teams flipped a quarter to see who would kick off first. And the rest of the game, everybody was yelling at the quarterback, 'Get the quarterback, get the quarterback.' So I thought to myself, gosh, it's just a quarter."
What do you call a brunette between two blondes? Lucky. She finally gets some attention. What's black and blue and lying in a ditch? A redhead who has told me too many dumb blonde jokes. What does a redhead miss the most at a party? The invitation.
Ow.
Why are there so many blonde jokes? Because the blondes are out with all the men. The brunettes and redheads have nothing better to do on a Friday and Saturday night.
A blonde had just totaled her car in a horrific car accident. Miraculously, she managed to pry herself from the wreckage without a scratch and was applying fresh lipstick when the state trooper arrived. "My God," the trooper gasped. "Your car looks like an accommodation that was stomped on by an elephant. Are you okay, ma'am?" "Yes, officer, I'm just fine," the blonde chirped. "Well, how in the world did this happen?" the officer asked as he surveyed the wrecked car. "Officer, it was the strangest thing," the blonde began. "I was driving along this road when from out of nowhere this tree pops up in front of me. So I swerved to the right and there it was, another tree. I swerved to the left and there was another tree. I swerved to the right and there was another tree. I swerved to the left and there was—" "Ma'am," the officer said, cutting her off, "there isn't a tree on this road for 30 miles, and that was your air freshener swinging back and forth."
Two Ball casino dealers are waiting at the crap table. A very attractive blonde woman arrived, bet $20,000 on a single roll of the dice. She said, "I hope you don't mind, but I feel much luckier when I'm completely nude." With that, she stripped from the neck down, rolled the dice, and yelled, "Come on, baby, mama needs new clothes." As the dice came to stop, she jumped up and down and squealed, "Yes, yes, yes! I won! I won!" She hugged each of the dealers and picked up her winnings, and clothes quickly departed. The dealers started at each other, dumbfounded. Finally, one of them asked, "What did she roll?" The other answered, "I don't know. I thought you were watching."
This blonde went to a pizza place and ordered a pizza. The guy who brought the pizza to the table asked her if he wanted him to cut it in 6 or 12 pieces. "Oh, 6," she said. "I could never eat 12." During her company's periodic password update, a blonde employee was found to be using this password: Goofy, Huey, Louie, Dewey, Daisy, Donald, Mickey, Minnie, Phoenix. When she was asked why she had such a long password, she said, "The boss said that my password had to be at least 8 characters long and have at least 1 capital."
A blonde walks into a bank in New York City and asks for the loan officer. She's going to Europe on a business for 2 weeks and needs to borrow 5 grand. The bank officer says the bank will need some kind of security for the loan, so the blonde hands over her keys to a new Mercedes-Benz 500. The car is parked on the street in front of the bank. She has the title and everything checks out. The bank agrees to accept the car collateral for the loan. The bank's president and its officers all enjoy a good laugh at the blonde for using an 110,000 Benz as collateral against a 5 grand loan. An employee of the bank then proceeds to drive the Benz into the bank's underground garage and parks it there. 2 weeks later, the blonde returns, repays the 500 and the interest, which comes to £15.41. The loan officer says, "Miss, we are very happy you have had your business and the transaction has worked out very nicely, but we are a little puzzled. While you were away, we checked you out and found you are a multimillionaire. What puzzles us is, why would you bother to borrow 5 grand?" The blonde replies, "Where else in New York can I park my car for 2 weeks for only £15.41 and expect to be there when I return?" Finally, a smart blonde.
What do you call it when a blonde dyes their hair brunette?
What?
Artificial intelligence.
Am I gonna be artificial intelligence?
What do you do when a blonde throws a hand grenade at you?
Ah!
Pull out the pin and throw it back.
I don't get it.
You don't get it.
There were 2 blondes, and they had just come from a store. The blonde that owned the Mustang had locked her keys in the car. She was trying to pick the lock, and she stopped to rest for a second. When she sat down, her friend said, "Hurry up, it's starting to rain, and the top's down." Like a dinghy.
There is a blonde, a brunette, and a redhead on an island. The blonde says to the... Then a genie pops up, and he says, you get one wish, and to be on the island. The brunette says, "Oh, I want all the food I can eat, food and water." So she got it. The brunette said, "I'd like some sun cream." And the blonde said, "I'd like a car door." And the genie said, "Why would you want that?" And she said, "So that if I get too hot, I can roll the window down."
I think we'll end it on that one. That's like 10 minutes of our life wasted. Hope you enjoyed. Bye.
Bye.
Oh!